I'm going to discuss chapters 13, 14, and 15. And starting with chapter 13, it talks about how you can be creative in beginning of how to write your headline copy. They give you steps to have creative skills in this. One being to create a routine, meaning that if you're starting to write off, you might want to have scrap paper, doodle on it, never to waste an idea. Always put it down on paper. Set yourself boundaries, specifics of your advertising. What are you writing to? Is it a corporate? Is it newspaper? Is it for a mail piece? Think through your advertising problem, as it will lead you in directions in which will give you ideas, and to set limitations or boundaries. Another skill, creative skill, basic thinking techniques. This is where it brings structure into developing the ideas, where you could be brainstorming, list making, or free association. I think we've all done brainstorming in where in jobs or something where you have a group of people and everyone's ideas come together as a collaborative effort into gathering ideas, I guess. Free association is the rapid thoughts that an individual has. It's kind of like if you were to think of something, you're just constant, rapid, spitting out words, writing them down, with no interference. So say you would kind of like write for 30 minutes and then you go back and of course you can throw away what's bad and what's not. And then lists is a way to get things in an order that are benefits, negatives, and such. Also, then you can suspend judgment, which is this is bad ideas transforming into better ideas, which is sort of like I said before. If you always have a notepad and writing down your ideas, then you don't look past or miss out on any ideas that you may have had. In being creative, it also wants you, or a good idea is to be both lateral and vertical thinker. A lateral thinker generates a variety of approaches, different starts, thumbnails, half ideas, and then once you do a lateral approach thinking, the vertical thinking comes afterwards, which is taking approaches that seem strong and they shape them. Fix a headline, take half ideas, and really thinking through them. Always remember to keep your strategy or objective in mind when you're going through these creative ideas. And hang tough. Don't get frustrated. Doesn't mean that you're not creative, because good ideas require a lot of work. Just because you can't think of those words right at that moment doesn't mean that 5 minutes later and things then come to your mind. Just because you're trying to think of it that moment doesn't mean you're not creative. Find more than one solution for multiple views. Consider multiple points of view. Don't just think of one person's ideas or one person's point of view is correct. For example, selling shoes. Don't just think of the wearer, possibly consider the feet themselves. To be creative in the end, restate the problem. Say the problem another way, into other terms. Let the client solve the problem in the creative Listen to your clients. Listen for ideas and phrases. Help in your vision in of what to say. Um, Read. Stay curious. Try to know at least a little about a lot. In other words, have a lot of raw material. The more you have, the more the better. Um, Filled with ideas, images from all over. The more the better to later pull on one idea. In other words, if the more you have in the beginning, even though you may not think they're good ideas, later those bad ideas can turn into good ideas combined with each other.